Alright, so I got Tom off of the 3 antipsychotics he was on, the diuretic he was on from not moving for 16 hours at a time, the high blood pressure medicine because he never had high blood pressure till they put him on all that medicine. There was a few other things. A laxative, which he doesn't need anymore because he's not on any medication. I think that's it. But the nursing home had him so doped up he wouldn't move for hours, so his legs would swell. I've now got him on edibles, which, if you want to know how to make them, it's fairly simple. You just take however much you want to grind down. I grind it up by finger, not too light, not too chunky. Put it in foil, bake it for about 20-25 minutes or so. And I bake it at, actually I go a little longer. I do about 40 minutes at 225 in the oven. But most people say, do it at 240, 230, something like that for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I do mine just a little bit longer because usually mine's a little chunky. But it seems to work out fine for me. And then you take a cup of coconut oil, and then you double boil it, which I'll show you that here in a little while, for an hour and 20, something like that. You can tell by the color and the smell and the taste of it if you want to taste try it. But that seems to work really well for him. It keeps him halfway calm, but doesn't keep him in one spot. You know what I'm saying? He's not sitting for 16 hours. I mean, right now he's due for some more, and I'm out, so I'm gonna make him some more. So he's really fidgety right now and wanting to take the shit apart. But yep, I'll get back at you when I get the double boiling process going. I gotta fold this up, put this in the oven for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. You can tell by it, and take it out and check it after like 25 minutes or something. And you'll see the color has changed and the texture has changed. And what you're doing is taking and decarbonating. You're taking the carbon atom out of it. It turns it from THC to THCA, or opposite way around. Right? No, I don't remember. Yeah, turn it into THC and not from THCA. Something like that. I don't remember. But that's how you do it. So it can be digested. You decarb it instantly when a lighter hits it. When you're smoking it. Which you don't think about, but that's how it converts to where your lungs can absorb it and it'll be absorbed into the bloodstream. What are you looking for?
The TV controller.
I really appreciate that. I don't think that's $4 million.
Do you want a controller?
What did you do with the lampshade? Oh.
So you're not accepting.
Took the lampshade off again?
Listen, you're investing in a guy that gets things done. It took 2 years to get
You
really
need deodorant bad.
I smell it.
Oh my god.
I don't know what he did with it. It was on his dresser. He was using it.
not in the price. You're not a fan of this price. I'm not a fan of the price, and that's my privilege. $300,000 at a $4 million valuation. Is that what you're saying? I'm saying $300,000 for 7.5%, which gives it a $4 million valuation.
Here you go. You want a controller?
What's
You go.
the deal?
Is that what you were looking for? Is that what you were looking for?
It's a great product. Thanks so much. Thank you. Good job, Josh. I appreciate it. Good job, man.
Nope. Back to the light.
I think that's a phenomenal idea.
So I ground down about, 3/4 of an ounce or so. And for an ounce, they call for a cup. I do a little less than an ounce just because at a cup, which using it as a cup at a time is easy to measure out, distribute, get your dosage. But the flour absorbs, a nice little bit of about a 1/4 cup, 1/16 of a cup, something like that. Depends on how much you squeeze out of it, you know what I mean? But you always lose a little bit. Sorry about the beep. God damn it. But you always lose a little bit. So I always do just a little bit, just a splash over a cup. Just to figure for the loss. Usually I'll end up with the end product of around about a cup. And I split that between I run 2 runs. So the first time I do it, I do a cup and a half. A cup and a quarter, cup and a 16th of whatever. And then I run it again. Because depending on the trans fat in your coconut oil, there's only, like, this is 65% trans fat in it. So it can only absorb but so much THC. Once all the 65% has absorbed what it can within that cup and a half or so, no more THC will get into it. You know what I'm saying? So then I run just a little bit more. I do about a half a cup or something of coconut oil, and I double boil it again for an hour and let it cool. And then I use I use them separately. So when he only needs a little bit extra some days, I'll take out of the smaller jar. But if he on his normal doses, I take out of the first run. I unplugged it. Here you go. Put some deodorant on.
Oh, you did unplug it?
Yeah. On your armpits. No. Your armpits. Right here. Under your arms. Yeah, deodorant. Yeah.
Where'd you find that?
That's mine.
Oh. I went to couldn't find it.
Alright. Do the other side.
Okay.
Do the other side, Kyle. Joel, please. Let go, bud. No more. Look, this. Alright, so it's been about 25 minutes or so. I'm going to stop at that. This looks pretty good. It's a lot darker than it was. It's crunchier. It's like a dryer. You know what I'm saying? Very easy to break down. It doesn't stick to your fingers like it did before. You know what I'm saying? The THC isn't really sticky anymore. So we're going to run that. And the smell also is a sweeter smell that comes off of it once it's decarbed. You no longer smell that skunky smell, you know what I mean? It's a lot sweeter of a smell. But I got that started. I just put the Pyrex dish right in the water. The water helps distribute the heat around it so you don't burn the coconut oil or the flour if it settles and sits at the bottom too long. If it was only heating from the bottom, so now it's heating all the way around it, you know what I mean? So double boil it always so you don't burn it. And then I'm going to let that cool for a minute and let that heat up, and then you just barely let it boil. So the lowest setting you can put it on. And I'm going to just dump it right in there once it gets boiling here in a minute, and let it sit for an hour. You know, stir it every 15 minutes or something. Come out here and give it a little stir. But then that's it. And then you put it in the fridge and let it cool. So you strain it. Strain all the flour out, and then put it in the fridge and let it cool. What you got there?
I don't know.
What's it say on the top?
BBZ.
And it's got buttons on it. DVD controller.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Oh, that's something.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmers Policy Perks. Get a good thing.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum. Instantly clear everyday congestion with Vicks Sinex Saline for fast drug-free relief. Vicks Sinex, instantly clear everyday congestion. And try Vicks Sinex Children's Saline, safe and gentle relief for children's noses.
You know what beats next day shipping? Getting this. So shop Ace online and get free in-store or curbside pickup right in your neighborhood. Or get what you need delivered the very same day you order. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Pumpkin lovers, there's a whole new spin on pumpkin to love it done
Dunkin' with our new pumpkin cream cold brew, topped with velvety pumpkin cream cold foam or a pumpkin spice signature latte. Enjoy a medium for $3. That's how we pumpkin at Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'.
We did it again. Verizon has been named America's most reliable network by RootMetrics. And our customers rated us #1 for network quality in America, according to J.D. Power. #1 in reliability 16 times in a row. Most awarded for network quality 27 times in a row. Proving once again that nobody builds networks like Verizon. That's why we're building 5G right. That's why there's only one best network.
Your mission. Stand up to moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis and take...
Don't put your finger in there. That'll electrocute the shit out of you. Let's put this back together. Hand me that. You set it up on top. I line it up. Alright, spin the top. Alright. Well, yeah, it works. What was that?
Or intestines and changes in lab results. Your doctor should monitor your blood work. Tell your doctor about any infections, and if you are or may become pregnant while taking Rinvoq.
Take on RA. Talk to your rheumatologist about Rinvoq relief. Rinvoq. Make it your mission. If you can't afford your medicine, Alfie may be able to help.